The game of the week is brought to you by Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Kasasa, free checking that pays, now available at Claremont Savings Bank. And HR Clough, the home energy specialist, and Kearsarge Heating Oils.
Welcome back to Merriman Branchfield here in Hanover, along with Andrew Zerhide. I'm Dave Collins. 12 minutes up on the board as we start the second quarter of action. Bo with a 7-0 lead over Hanover. You look at it, Andrew, a battle of defenses right now and sustained drives. Unfortunately, with Hanover, a holding penalty cost them. They started at their own one. They had the momentum, but got stuck with the penalty and had to kick it away. But long, sustaining drives, and Bo's been the only one to capitalize on it so far.
Yeah, that punt and then that holding call really put Hanover in a hole, and let's see what they can do now with good field position.
Connor Stafford drops back to pass for Hanover, rolling to his right, running out of room, fires it. He's got a receiver wide open. Took a huge hit out of bounds, but completes the pass downfield into Bo territory, and it's a first down pickup for the Marauders.
Well, nice job by Connor Stafford, the quarterback, finding the open man, finding Elliott Kelly. And he had to get rid of that ball pretty quickly. He was about to go out of bounds. Nice job finding the open man. It's a big play for Hanover.
11:40 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Bo. Marauders have it 1st and 10. Back split behind Stafford. Stafford with a handoff, and that goes nowhere. Getting stopped is Reed Winter. Maybe picks up a half a yard or so, and that'll do it. And 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Marauders. You know, you look at it, and Hanover's got the bigger line. I think, though, Bo's a little bit quicker and can fill those gaps. They don't have the biggest of gentlemen up front on the defensive line, but they're quicker to stop the running backs. Back split again, once again behind Stafford. Handoff goes to the up man. That is Putnam. Plows his way through, picks up about 4, but a critical 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 for Hanover. Ball at the Bo 37-yard line. 10:44 to play, second quarter. Falcons up 7-0. This will be the 4th play of the drive coming up for the Marauders. It started at their own 40. So far, they've eaten up about 1:50 off the clock. Receiver out wide to the top. That's Sam Ives. Back split once again behind Connor Stafford. Handoff up the middle. It'll be close to a first down. It'll depend upon where they mark the running back down at. And it's getting about 3 yards once again. He is Putnam. Official marks the ball. Knows the football is at the Bo 32-yard line. I think they will bring in the chains. 10:06 remaining, second quarter. 7-0 Bo on top of Hanover, and a critical 3rd down measurement coming up right now for the Marauders. It's definitely 4-down territory, a bit too far for a field goal, and doesn't really make any sense to punt it. So this will be huge right here in determining how many inches or maybe feet Hanover needs to get, if any at all. They stretch the chains, and referee says that much. So here's a critical moment in this playoff game. 10:06 to play, second quarter. Bo 7, Hanover nothing. This is Hanover's second possession. They had the punt on their first possession. The ball resting on the right hash mark. Nose of the football right at the Bo 32-yard line. Maybe a quarterback sneak from Connor Stafford. He is 6'2" and 170 pounds. Everybody in tight. One receiver up top. That's Cameron Marshall. Back split behind Stafford. See if he tries to plow his way right through. He needs to pick up about a foot. It is 4th and about 10 to 12 inches for Hanover. Stafford under center. Everybody in tight for Bo on defense. And he sneaks his way through and picks up the first down. Oh, beautiful play as he went right behind the left guard, sort of spun his way across the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 30, but that's enough for a first down to keep this drive going for Hanover. Smart play right there by the quarterback.
Yeah, very smart. He, just like you said, rolled around the left guard and fell forward, picked up a couple more than he actually needed, but they got the first down. That's a good play call.
6th play of the drive coming up for Hanover. It started at their own 40. They're at the Bo 30 right now. And so far, they've eaten up about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes off the clock. Stafford under center, man in motion. Pitches out to the left-hand side. Going around the end is Winter. Winter, can he cut through? Gets to the 25. Big hit. Ball may be loose, and who's got it? Officials say it is just Hanover's ball as they fell on top of it.
Wow.
So a pickup of about 8 on the play. And 2nd down and 2 as the ball is marked down at the Bow 22-yard line.
Well, that was Reed Winter there with the carry and the almost disastrous turnover. And he had been banged up these last couple of weeks, I think, with an ankle injury. But he is back, and he hasn't been as active as he would be if he was 100% healthy today. But he has had a couple of carries, and that was about an 8-yard carry.
So here is Stafford under center. Back split behind him. Handoff up the middle, and it should be enough for a 1st down. We'll see where the officials mark this one. See who comes out from underneath the pile. That is Mosenthal, who does pick up the 1st down, so the drive continues for the Marauders. 8th play coming up, which started at their own 40. We have 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Bow 7 and Hanover nothing. Falcons scored just before the end of the 1st quarter. This is only the 2nd drive of the ball game for the Marauders. Their first one they had to punt. Pitch out to the wide side. Coming this way and getting tangled up was Putnam. He might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Looked like a weird tackle right there. His legs were not, they were tangled from underneath him. And so maybe a pickup of a few inches brings up 2nd down and 10 from Bow's 18-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of Marauder blockers not able to handle their guys. I think that was 21 Simon Roach. Had a bit of a hard time keeping his guy in control, and he was able to break through and make the tackle.
Stafford with the ball on the right hash mark. Handoff up the middle and going nowhere this time as Mosenthal gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage but is pushed back. Officials say he picks up a yard, but a 3rd down and 9 coming up for Hanover. Ball at the Bow 17-yard line. Clock ticking, 7:23 to go in the 2nd quarter. Bow leading 7-0. And here's a huge 3rd down play coming up for Hanover. If they don't pick up any yardage, we're talking about a possibly 35-yard field goal attempt. But first things first. Hanover, by the way, with 2 timeouts remaining here in the 1st half. Bow with all 3.
Yeah, they do have a pretty reliable kicker in Moises Salaya. He is one of the better kickers in Division II, but 35-yard field goal is still not easy for a high schooler.
Avery Monahan is the receiver up at the top of your screen right now. Man in motion. Looks like Hanover's going to try to go left. Back to pass. This is Stafford looking to the left. Fires. It's caught at the 3. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hanover. Monahan, it was the split end, caught it, made a spin move, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hanover, and they're a point away from being tied with Bow. It's 7-6 Falcons with 6:42 remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, what a throw by Stafford, finding Moynihan on the left side of the field. He really led him with that throw. It was perfect. Moynihan just had to reach out and grab it just out of the reach of the Bow defender. Great throw by Stafford. Finally some life in this Marauder offense.
Here's the extra point. Spotted, kicked down, or placed down, kick is up, and it is good by Salaya. And with 6:42 remaining in the 2nd quarter, Bow and Hanover are now tied at 7. 9 plays, 60 yards, 5:35 off the clock as the Marauders tie it up. We'll take a break and be back with more. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week. Along with Andrew Zerhide, I'm Dave Collins. As we welcome you back to YCN's Game of the Week from Hanover this afternoon. The Marauders have just tied it up 7-7 with Bow. 6:42 remaining in the 2nd quarter. 9 plays, 60 yards, 5:35 off the clock. Touchdown pass to Avery Monahan. And the extra point is good. 7-7. We are all tied up as Bow will get the ball back for their 3rd possession of the ball game. Lots of long, sustained drives here. It'll be Salaya to kick it off for Hanover from his own 40. Gives it a boot. Low line drive kick. Bounces at the 17. And it is taken right there by
big hole.
Mooney. Mooney gets out to the 35, to the 40, and to the 45. And Mooney puts Bow in excellent field position. 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 45-yard line. Tied at 7 in the 2nd quarter with 6:35 to play.
Stay tuned at the end of today's gridiron matchup for the Ramontos Brick Oven Pizza Play pick of the game. Ramontos Pizza, always fresh.
So let's see what the Falcons can do. First drive, they went 9 plays. They had to punt. Next drive, 6 plays, 50 yards, and they scored a touchdown. This one going right to left for Bo at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Back split behind Harkins, the quarterback. Handoff to the up back, and that is Corbu, and he gets maybe a yard, maybe 2. Gets across the 45, maybe out to the 46-yard line. 2nd down coming up for Bo. So you can see the Falcons, we talked about it, Andrew, they're trying to go up the middle and just be a bit quicker. You know, you've got that big man for Hanover, Skylar Cyrus, 6'3", 330 pounds. He wears number 55. But if they can get the push and open up those holes, Falcons think they could have some luck running up the middle. 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff this time over the 50 to the 45, and breaking tackles and getting down to the Hanover 43-yard line is Justin Mooney. That's enough for a 1st down. And the Falcons on the march.
Nice job by the Falcons offensive line there, creating a hole for Mooney. Nice job by Mooney himself, beating a couple defenders, picking up the 1st down.
Clock ticking, 5:40, 5:39, 5:38 to go in the 2nd quarter here in Hanover. Bo and Hanover tied at 7. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Hanover 43. Harkins under center, backs in the eye behind him. Handoff this time. Mooney gets it. He's got a hole. 35-30 down to the 27-yard line. Another 1st down for Justin Mooney, the 5'9" senior from Bo. And the Falcons earn business once again. 1st and 10 for Bo at the Hanover 27-yard line.
Well, especially in this drive, it does seem like their strategy just running up the middle, find that Hanover hole. It's been very successful.
Same formation. Harkins now at the line. Looks like he's going to audible and change the play. Under center once again. Hanover stacks the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Mooney.
Ooh.
This time he gets blown up. Picks up about a yard or 2, but there's Skylar Cyrus, the big man, number 55, to take him down and actually fall on top of him, too, which can't feel good. Picks up about 2. It'll bring up 2nd down at the Hanover 25-yard line. Call it 2nd and 8.
Well, there's Cyrus definitely making his presence known. He's had a couple of nice plays so far, but that one, a big tackle, and just like you said, Dave, really fell on top of him. Nobody wants that guy on top of them.
2 receivers up top for Bo. One is Matt Kimball, number 4, Nate Alford, number 14. He was the recipient of the touchdown pass in the 1st quarter. Harkins back to pass, looking over the center, now looking right, getting flushed. He's back at his 35, now fires to his left. It's a wobbly pass that falls out of bounds as Harkins was really under pressure. And it's incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 from the Hanover 25. This is a huge 3rd down play coming up right here for both teams.
Nice job by the Hanover defense, putting pressure on the Bo quarterback, Harkins. Hanover defense really needs to step up right here. It's a big 3rd down. You know, it's probably 4th down territory anyway, but still, if they could hold them here, make it 4th and 8, that would be huge.
4:07 on the 2nd quarter clock. Bo and Hanover tied at 7, 3rd and 8 for the Falcons at the Hanover 25-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. 4 receivers up top. They throw a screen pass. Catching that one for Bo is Kimball. Kimball gets to the 20, to the 15. Stops right there, picks up the 1st down, and then is wrestled back. But it's enough for another 1st down for Bo as the drive continues, and it looks like we have an injured Marauder down on the field. It looks like, to me, number 21, Simon Roach, is down on the field after Bo picks up the 1st down. So the drive continues. It'll bring up the 7th play of the drive for Bo, which started at their own 45-yard line. And the drive started with 6:35 remaining on the 2nd quarter clock. We're down to 3:57 here in the 2nd quarter, tied at 7. And the training staff for Hanover will come out to attend to the injured player. So we will step aside and take a timeout. 3:57 to go here in the 2nd in Hanover. Falcons and Marauders tied at 7. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back to Hanover. 3:57 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Bo and Hanover tied at 7. As the good news for the Marauders, their sophomore defensive back, Simon Roach, 5'9", 140 pounds, number 21, is walking off the field under his own power. Might have just had the wind knocked out of him. That play was a 1st down for Bo, so the 8th play of the drive coming up for the Falcons. It started at their own 45 with 6:35 to go on the 2nd quarter clock. We're down to 3:57 to play. And it's 1st and 10 for Bo. Ball on the right hash mark at the Hanover 13-yard line. Defense needs to step up right here for Hanover. And it's leading the team out of the huddle. Matt Harkins, number 7, the quarterback, in the shotgun right now. Corvu is standing right next to him on the left. 2 receivers up top, 2 receivers down low. 1st and 10 for Bo at the Hanover 13. Snap, and Harkins is going to keep it himself. Gets to the 10, down to the 5-yard line, still plowing forward as he's brought down at the 3 in the big pile. It's close to a first down for Bo, but they'll have it just a couple of yards away from the goal line. 9th play of the drive coming up for the Falcons. And they'll mark it just shy of the first down. 2nd and a long one. Ball on the 3.5-yard line for Bo.
Our next YCN Monday Night High School Game of the Week will feature the Shrine Maple Sugar Bowl game from August. Game of the Week premieres at 7:30 p.m. on Monday nights.
Glad you're enjoying this one here on YCN. Division II state semifinal matchup between Bo and Hanover. Falcons are on the doorstep. They have it 2nd and 1 from the Hanover 3.5-yard line. And officials blow the whistle, throw the flag. It'll be a delay of game against Bo. That hurts them right here as it pushes them back 5 yards. So instead of 2nd and a long 1, it'll be 2nd and a long 5. Only the 2nd penalty called in this game, and the Falcons push back just a bit.
Yeah, that's a big Bo shooting himself in the foot a little bit right there, getting pushed back. See if it will affect the game here or not. But Bo certainly had a very good chance to convert the first down and get the touchdown, but now they're a little bit farther back.
3 backs behind Harkins, the quarterback. Harkins under center, goes to the right-hand side, and pushing his way forward is Corvu. Gets down to the 3, to the 2. That should be enough for a first down for Bo, as the drive once again will continue. Let's see what the chain gang does. They will spot it. No, he did not pick up the first down. The officials are going to ask for a measurement right now. So 2:34 remaining in the second quarter. Bo and Hanover tied at 7. 2 timeouts remaining for Hanover, all 3 for Bo. Bo in the huddle. They're ready to break, but first the chain gang has to come out, and we need a measurement right here. This will be the 10th play coming up for Bo of their drive. Started at their own 45 with 6:35 on the clock, so they've eaten up just over 4 minutes. And first down for Bo. So they'll drop the chains, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Falcons at the Hanover 3-yard line.
So from the 3, Bo gets 1st and goal.
I'm going to say they're just going to try to plow it up the middle again, Andrew.
Yeah, probably a good call. Only 3 yards out. I'm sure there'll be a hole somewhere for Bo. That's all they need.
3 backs behind the quarterback. Harkins once again, 1st and goal for Bo. Ball on the right hash at the Hanover 3. Handoff to the right-hand side, and getting stopped just shy of the goal line is Corvu again. So 2nd down, and maybe about a yard to go before the goal line, and another Hanover player is nicked up. So timeout. That looks to be for Hanover. Michael McCall, 5'10", 140-pound junior. And trying not to put any weight on the left foot. Let's see if he can stay in. I don't think so. Training staff will have to come out, so we will take a timeout here as well. 2:05 remaining in the second quarter. Bo and Hanover tied at 7. Falcons, though, knocking at the door. They've got it 2nd and goal from the Hanover 1. We'll take a break, find out what they can do next. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. The injured player is Mike Maycall, number 36, being helped off the field. Looks like it's an injury to his left foot. 2:05 remaining second quarter. Bo and Hanover tied at 7. The Bo Falcons have the football 2nd and goal from the Hanover 1. Ball on the right hash mark. Just a few inches, a few feet away from hitting the goal line. The quarterback, Matt Harkins, number 7. 3 running backs behind him. Harkins takes the snap, handoff, and getting pushed into the end zone for a touchdown. Bo has it. Caleb for Bo, Justin Mooney picks up the touchdown, and Bo goes ahead 13-7, 1:53 to go in the second quarter with the extra point still to come.
Well, Justin Moody was very crucial in this drive. He opened it up, returning the kickoff to about midfield, very good field position. Had a number of solid runs to get to the end zone, and then finally punching it in for the touchdown. Mooney doing a lot of things so far. Falcons looking good.
1:53 remaining in the second quarter. Here's Kimball to try the extra point. Snap back, placed down, it's wobbly. The kick is up though, and it is good. 11 plays, 55 yards, 4 minutes and 42 seconds off the game clock. And with 1:53 remaining in the second quarter, Bo now regains the lead 14-7 over Hanover. We'll take a break. Marauders get the ball back. When we come back, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back here in Hanover, Bo with a 14-7 lead over the Marauders. Second quarter, 1:53 remaining before halftime.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll pick the top performer in today's matchup.
So Hanover with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Bo with all 3. Matt Kimball to kick off from his own 40-yard line, and back deep for Hanover is Moises Salea. And also Cameron Marshall. And here is the kickoff. Low line drive kick, bounces at the 30, and it is picked up by a Hanover upman. That's Putnam trying to work his way back towards the middle of the field, gets across the 25, brought down at the 27, and that's where Hanover will start. First and 10 from their own 27, 14-7 Bo on top, 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Hanover with 2 timeouts remaining in the first half, Bo with 3.
Our replays are being brought to you by Kasasa, free checking that rewards in cash each month. Ask for Kasasa at Claremont Savings Bank. Qualifications and rules apply. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Ball on the left hash mark for Hanover. First and 10 at their own 27. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Bo with all 3. 1:48 to go. Stafford under center. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Looking left. Fires down the middle of the field. Has a receiver. It's intercepted though. It is picked off. Picked off by Nate Alford. And Bo will get the ball back with 1:42 remaining before halftime with all 3 timeouts and an excellent field position.
Wow, nice job by Alford reading that ball, and Stafford, the Hanover quarterback, really underthrew that one. He is not happy with himself right now. And Bo could really, I mean, if the great field position, just like you said, Dave, and if they can score another touchdown here, they'd take a big lead going into the break. That would really put Hanover in a hole.
3 timeouts remaining for Bo in the first half, 2 for Hanover. 1:42 to go before halftime. Bo already with a 14-7 lead over Hanover. Looking for more. In the shotgun is Harkins. 2 receivers to either side. Hanover didn't look like they were ready for the defensive alignment. Snap goes back to Harkins. It's a keeper. He gets across the 45 out to about the 46. Maybe loses a yard or 2. And it'll bring up second down and 10. 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bo electing not to use any timeouts. They've got all 3. 14-7, Bo on top. Second and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Stay tuned at the end of today's Gridiron matchup for the Ramontos Brick Oven Pizza Play Pick of the Game. Ramontos Pizza, always fresh.
109, 108 remaining in the second quarter. Kind of interesting that neither team is using a timeout right now.
Right.
2 receivers to either side once again. Harkins in the shotgun. The quarterback for Bo sends a man in motion. Harkins takes the shotgun snap, fires over the middle, and a bit too high. He had a man in stride. That was Alford, and a penalty flag is thrown. I'm not sure that ball was catchable.
Yeah.
But I think they will call defensive pass interference against Hanover, and that is a huge break for the Falcons with 52.6 seconds to go here before halftime. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it looked like number 11 for Hanover. Mosenthal did have his hands maybe a little bit on the Bo receiver, but just like you said, Dave, that ball did not look catchable. It looked way over the Bo receiver's head, and I'm not so sure about this call.
Well, the clock stops with the incomplete pass, but it looks like an automatic first down for Bo. 52.6 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bo 14, Hanover 7. Falcons with 3 timeouts remaining, Hanover with 2. And this will be enough for a first down as they move the chains. First and 10 for Bo just inside the Hanover 39-yard line. And now the Falcons are in business, and this changes the whole game plan. You thought, all right, we got it in midfield. If we don't get anything, we're still up 14-7. Right now, the Falcons are searching for blood.
39, first and 10.
Yeah, on the Hanover 39-yard line, they've got a great chance to score another one.
Harkins back to pass, has a receiver out on the right-hand side. It's complete at the 25, at the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Making the reception is Matt Scanlon, the junior. And the clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains with 45 seconds remaining, but the Falcons in business once again. 1st and 10 at the Hanover 15.
Well, at first when Harkins released that ball, you weren't quite sure which Bow receiver it was going to go to.
Yep.
But then Scanlon made a nice catch, 6'4" junior. That height's got to help catching balls, and nice job by Scanlon.
Marauders on their heels right now on defense. Harkins takes the snap, fires a wounded duck. It's up for grabs, and it falls incomplete. And Hanover won an offensive pass interference call, I think because the ball might have been tipped. They didn't throw the flag. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Bow at the Hanover 15. Clock stops, 31.4 seconds remaining. But it just looks like the Marauders are confused on defense right now. 2 receivers to either side. Harkins in the shotgun. Corvu is the back right next to him. Takes the shotgun snap. Looking left, now looking right, being flushed. He's back at the 25, and he throws it. It's caught at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of about 3 on the play, but at least he got it away. Otherwise, that sack would have given up about 12 yards. And now it's 3rd down and 11, and Bow will use their first timeout. So both teams left with 2 timeouts, 22.7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Bow on top 14-7. They will mark the ball down at the 17-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Falcons. 5th play of the drive coming up.
Yeah, if Hanover can hold here and not let Bow score, put up any more points before halftime, that's a little victory for the Marauders for sure. But that play right there, nice job by Harkins, avoiding the sack, making a completion. Didn't gain any yards, but at least they are basically back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard back.
It's called composure right there.
Right.
I mean, he was being flushed, wrapped up around his ankles, and still managed to fire the ball forward and look for a receiver. So both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. 22.7 seconds remaining, 14-7, Bow on top, but it's 3rd down and 12 for the Falcons. Ball on the right hash mark at the Hanover 17-yard line. They are in field goal range if they don't pick up any more yardage, but they would love to score a touchdown right here. Harkins comes out, breaks the huddle in the shotgun. 2 receivers again to either side, and Corvu standing to his left. Hanover with 5 defensive backs right now. Harkins takes the snap, drops back to his 25, looking left, fires towards the end zone, and it is off the fingertips and incomplete. He had Alford there, beat his man in the end zone, but it falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Falcons. Nice floating pass right there, but just a bit too far for Alford, who already has 1 touchdown reception so far in this ballgame.
Yeah, just out of the reach of Alford, and you know, Bow has a number of very tall receivers. Scanlon 6'4", Alford 6'3". They can definitely afford to maybe overthrow the ball a little bit with these big receivers, but that one's just a little too overthrown, and let's see what Bow does here now on 4th down.
They will try a 25 or 35-yard field goal. The place kicker, Matt Kimball. And a flag on the play, illegal substitution against Bow.
Wow.
So a 35-yard field goal attempt now will be backed up 5 yards. And here's the question, Andrew, do they still go for it?
I mean, this is going to be tough to hit. You know, it's 4th down. They could just go for the end zone. Basically 1 play with just about 17 seconds left, and
Bow will call a timeout. So that leaves them with 1 here in the first half. Hanover with 2. If we look at the flags, the American flag, which is, I'd say, probably about 20 or 30 yards from the goalpost to where Bow would be kicking at. The wind is in their favor right now at about 10 miles per hour. If they try it, it'll be from the right hash mark. Ball will be spotted down around the 30, so about a 40-yard field goal try. 17.3 seconds remaining, second quarter. Bow up 14-7. And even this right here, with a field goal attempt for Hanover, this is a moral victory because you remember Bow was down close to the goal line a couple of moments ago.
Right, yeah, the Marauders, if they can hold Bow off here, and even if Bow gets the field goal, I mean, this is really a small victory for the Marauders. It looked like Bow is easily going to punch in another touchdown, but Hanover defense has been strong.
They'll line up for the 40-yard field goal attempt. Hanover not putting anybody back in the end zone to try to catch it. 17.3 seconds left here in the second quarter. The kicker, Matt Kimball, the senior. Snap placed down. The kick is up. Does it have the distance? It is good. It just clears the crossbar. A 40-yard field goal for Matt Kimball for Bo, and the Falcons take a 10-point lead, 17-7 over Hanover with 12.2 seconds remaining. It cleared it by that much.
Yeah, what a kick by Matt Kimball, really. 40-yard kick, and Bo, clearly they have faith in their kicker. You know, I haven't seen Bo too much this season, so wasn't sure how the quality of their kicker, how reliable he is. But clearly Bo knows their kicker, and Matt Kimball delivered big time.
Well, in pregame warm-ups, he was kicking from about 42 yards away to the other goalpost, so a bit of wind in his face there. And he was getting him over the crossbar by about 3 or 4 feet. But again, there's no pressure there. It was just the snapper and himself booting it away. Nobody rushing at you.
Right.
So the 40-yard field goal is good, 17-7. Bo on top. 12.2 seconds remaining. And I think depending upon how far Hanover can return this kick will depend on whether they put the ball in the freezer for halftime or not. Hanover will receive the second half kickoff because they deferred at the coin toss before the game. Here's Kimball again to kick it off from his own 40-yard line. Boots a low line drive, and it is fielded in the air by Hanover. Now to about the 42-yard line, and 7.2 seconds remain in the first half. We'll see who that is at the bottom of the pile for Hanover. That's Alexander Mosenthal. So let's see what the Marauders do. Maybe one run play, maybe a passing play, and see what you get. Maybe a flag will help you out. Or will Hanover and Coach Sam Cavallero just be content with taking a knee and going to the locker room trailing by 10 points? First and 10 for Hanover, ball on the right hash mark at their own 41-yard line, 7.2 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Hanover's got 2 timeouts remaining, even though it may not matter. Bo has 1 left. A little bit of mix-up as San Ives is in motion. And Hanover will just take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half here in Hanover. So Bo, they knocked off John Stark last week. Looking to knock off Hanover again. Marauders beat Lebanon last week, but they head to the locker room this week trailing by 10 points. End of the first half here in Hanover. Our score, the Bo Falcons 17, the Hanover Marauders 7. We'll be back in just a bit to recap the first half and bring you second half action. 17-7, Bo on top of Hanover. It's halftime right here on YCN's Game of the Week. Back here in Merriman Branch Field, along with Andrew Zerhide. My name is Dave Collins. We are at halftime, 17-7. Bo leads Hanover. Winner of this game will play for the state championship this upcoming Saturday at UNH in Durham at 2:30. 17-7, and we look at it, Andrew, and really a moral victory for the Marauders. They didn't give up a touchdown right at the end of the half, but still, if you're Bo, you got to be positive. Luck's been going your way. Last week, an upset win over John Stark, and here a 40-yard field goal which sails maybe 2 or 3 feet over the crossbar, and you go into the locker room with a 10-point lead over Hanover right now. If you're Bo on the road, you got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. The Falcons have definitely been the more dominant team here today. And that field goal by Matt Kimball, yeah, just like you said, just cleared the crossbar. And Falcons definitely should be feeling good. They've had a number of very nice plays, a nice punt, an interception. Luck's definitely been going their way. And Nate Alford and Justin Mooney, tight end and running back, have also been big in this game. Same with their quarterback, Matt Harkins. And Bo, definitely the dominant team so far. Yeah,
Harkins has had, he's been stable and he's been composed under center and also in the shotgun as Bo has gone with all kinds of formations, full house backfields, 4 receivers up top, and really have been able to confuse this Marauders defense. So we'll see what happens in the second half. 17-7 our score. Bo on top of Hanover. We'll be back to Merriman Branch Field here in Hanover for third quarter. Right after these words, you are watching the YCN Game of the Week.